Okay, now our impeller. Oh yeah, check that out. That is milky stuff, folks.
Glassy, baby. Glassy conditions.
Oh yeah, that's a nice leopard shark, dude. Welcome back to another day off, everybody. My stepbrother's in town and he asked me to take him out on the water in the old crustacean here. However, last time I took this boat halibut fishing, the outboard was not pushing out a very strong stream from the impeller or the water pump. So I've done some sourcing of parts. I got spark plugs, lower unit oil. I also have an impeller kit. So today we're going to be doing a tune-up on this 25 Mercury Tracker 2-stroke outboard. So for today, I got a lower unit gear oil pump. I also got some full synthetic oil for the lower unit. Not sure what viscosity this is. I also got 2 replacement NGK plugs for the Mercury, and I also got a lower unit impeller repair kit. Should have everything we need. Made in China. Got this thing off eBay. Got all this other stuff at a local marine shop. Now, this is my first day back in the shop after catching that virus that we all know about, that I'm not even going to name it to give it credit. It pisses me off. I lost 6 pounds over the last week after getting sick, and I still don't feel like myself, but we got to get back at it, and we're going to trudge on forward. Here's a look at our contents of our impeller kit. Looks like we got the wear plate, gasket, cover, impeller. Feels soft enough. Let's get after it. First thing I'm going to do is unstrap this engine, pull this ratchet strap in this piece of wood. This transom is really weak. If you look around on this side, where this mounts in, it's basically pushed through the transom through one of the walls of this aluminum. And so that's why I brace it with this piece of wood and the ratchet strap when I'm going down the road. We'll put this up in the service position, or, you know, see all that bounce? If I were to leave this going down the road, I'd probably lose the outboard on the highway. Next, pull this engine cover, this thing down. Start the day off with a quick win and swap these spark plugs with some freshies. I pulled these when I first got the boat and they seemed in good shape. I wasn't having any misfires or anything, so I didn't bother replacing them. This thing to be a bit more reliable than it is, and figured if I'm gonna replace the impeller, I might as well do a full tune-up. So that's what we're doing today, full tune-up. Spark plug number 2. It's actually really clean. It's got a pretty decent gap. BPH8N10 M665. Second plug. Looks plenty fine, but we'll swap it anyways. That is a way different plug. I don't know if this plug is gonna work. BUZHW. I've actually never seen a spark plug like that. Really weird. We'll see if they fire though. Could be factory and I just don't know. So just to make sure that these plugs do fire and they can run this engine, we'll bump it over. See if it'll run after I get these plug wires back on. Let's see what happens. Come over here. Get all these cobwebs off. Bump it up into run. Here's our key. Probably needs a choke. Let's choke it. mean it runs. Okay, we'll see. Online, I saw that you have to remove the starter in order to clear the shift rod. And then you can disconnect the lower unit, drop the lower unit down. So let's get access to the battery. Isn't swimming in water yet. Grab the, oh, that's loose. Come on now, Alec. What kind of hack job is that? Ah, so this is like the little throttle cover. This carburetor's been leaking. It's leaking a little bit of two-stroke oil, but we'll address that another day. So you can see down here why they have you remove the starter, because right down there you can see the shaft coming up from the lower unit. Pretty sure if we pop this up, slide this out, that right there is going to disconnect our shaft from the shift linkage. So pulling this pin should get the job done. Now we can attack this thing from the bottom. And right now I'm going to take off this drift plate. You pull this and this drops down and it slows down your speed. It's called the Happy Troller, but I never use it and it gets in the way. And you have to literally like get in the water to get it back up. Rust sucks. So here's our lower unit removed. You can see this, I believe, is our drive shaft. Runs up, it's got spline tips at the end. Right down here, this is the case that houses our impeller. And this is our shift shaft, the one I disconnected from behind the starter. What I saw online, this is the reverse washer. If you lose this, your lower unit will not engage reverse. So it's very important that you retain this washer. Let's go in a little deeper. Okay, I got a replacement one of these. Loose. Okay, now our impeller housing can come off. Oh yeah. There was nothing left of that impeller, guys. Check that out. My impeller was literally gone. If I were to have taken this engine and this boat out tomorrow, I probably would not have an engine anymore. Probably would have seized up. This is our key as well. This key fits into the shaft over here. That's what holds the impeller in place. Now this is the wear plate, I believe. And then underneath that is a gasket. I still just can't believe how shot out that impeller is. I mean, this impeller is just smoked. I have never seen an impeller nub like that. So I'm gonna use these clear ones. We have a new Woodruff key that came with the kit. A little dab of silicone or grease under the impeller on the wear plate, so I'm gonna do that too. Plastic sleeve on top of the impeller. But now we need to get this impeller inside the housing. We gotta turn the nubs on these and fold them in so we can get them all inside of this housing. All right, that wraps up the impeller repair. This thing was so far gone, I just can't believe it. Let's get this lower unit back on the boat. I almost forgot. There's one more rubber bushing down to here. And there's this seal that has to get pushed back in to this groove. Okay, almost forgot those two important pieces right there. Well, that wasn't too bad. Right on. That was pretty easy. Getting this shift rod reconnected. So next we're going to get into the lower unit. We're going to drain this lower unit oil. There's a drain on the bottom and a vent on the top. And so this is my first time doing this, but oh, we've been getting water in there. That's not good. We'll pop our vent. We've been getting water into this lower unit, turned it into chocolate milk. Some tri-flow maybe. That is milky stuff, folks. A lot of water's been getting into that lower unit oil. Not sure how it made it in. I'm not knowledgeable enough on lower units to know, but it doesn't look good. What I got is I got this Sea Dog Marine lower unit oil pump, and I'm gonna put a little bit of lower unit oil through the vent down just to flush some of this milky ass oil out of the lower unit. You're supposed to fill these units from the bottom, which is what I'm gonna do, but like I said, I just want to try to flush it a little bit. There we go. And we're gonna pump oil into this thing until it comes out of the vent. Then we're gonna cap the vent. I found some rubber seals inside that lower unit service kit, and I think they are washers for these plugs. We'll see. I'll check them to see if they seal up well. So now we continue pumping fluid. And this thing actually has a little magnet on it for the vent tube. So spark plugs are replaced, impeller is replaced. We also serviced the lower unit and took off the trolling plate. Another thing I want to do is reinforce this transom a little bit, just with a block of wood if I can. If you see here, the transom clamps punch through the aluminum. So I just want to try to take a piece of stock steel or a piece of lumber, unloosen those clamps, stick it down underneath it just to brace it a little bit stronger. All right, I mitered up this 1-inch piece. This is just temporary because I'm gonna have my buddy John cut me out some diamond plate. I just gotta tighten up these engine mounts. Now negative post can go back on. Palala, you know what I called you. There we go. Good heavy flow. I'm pretty happy with the results. It sounds like it's kind of bogging when I give it throttle, but there's also no load on the propeller, and so I think that'll change once we get it in the water. It's kind of like revving out a chainsaw when you're not buried into a piece of wood. You're supposed to tune them while you're burying it into a log. Same thing with the boat, you know. Same thing with the car. It's gonna run different when you're slamming on the throttle when you're on the highway and you're putting the engine under load, as opposed to revving it up in park or neutral. So I'm gonna bring the old spark plugs with me on the water tomorrow with a spark plug socket, just in case things change. But other than that, she fires up great. Let's give her one last fire up. Boom, beautiful. Last time I took this engine out, this thing was starting to slow down to a trickle, and I was like, uh-oh. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. So I hauled ass back to the marina, try to get this thing loaded back up so I could get it home, because I knew something bad was gonna happen if that impeller failed. Probably lose my engine. Got the old trailer leg lubed up and threw some more zip ties down for the wiring harness for my Harbor Freight trailer lights. But we're good to go. I even shop vacked out the interior. Made it nice and bougie for my brother Will. Our little wood reinforcement will do for now until I get some diamond plate cut, and we're gonna reinforce this whole rear end. Although this boat's pretty shot. It's been reinforced before. You can see there's lumber down there. There's some more lumber down here. And things pretty rough. But for a $1,500 boat, you cannot complain. Gets me out on the water. I got full 5 gallons of 2-stroke fuel. That should be plenty for tomorrow. And we're good to go. I'm gonna get the truck hooked up, and that's gonna wrap it up for today. Just make life a little easier for tomorrow morning when I'm ready to scoot out. Pick up some bait and some ice, take Will for a little coastal cruise, see if I can't find a halibut. I'll give you regular viewers a sneak peek of the chicken coop. You've probably all seen it before, but Sage is over here cheating chicken poop. Sage, knock it off. Letting the chickens out. They've been running free. Trying to get this wood chip to dry out. I was using this 5-gallon water system, and ooh, stretch out, little buddy. Yeah, buddy. I got the wood chip all wet. Anyways, this is what I wanted to show you. This is the chicken run that I constructed. About 6 foot tall, 4 foot deep, 8 foot long. Got a little door on it over there. I just need to get the chicken door put in. And these guys will be able to come out and stretch, and it'll be good. It's almost done. Almost. I finished this right before I got sick. But it's stout. Chicken wire stout. I'm pretty proud of myself. Came out pretty nice. Boat's all hooked up. Just need to load a couple more things, but I think that's going to be a wrap for today. We made some good progress. I proved to myself that I can still work while I'm recovering. And you know, I feel pretty good. I didn't get too fatigued today. Had a decent amount of food. Got to hit the gym this morning, hit the sauna, and got to get the boat serviced. Let the chickens stretch their legs. It was a win, and we're getting our lungs back. I still got some spicy lungs, still got a little bit of a cough, a little wet cough, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So hopefully I'll get some shots tomorrow for you guys on the water. I'm not gonna do a big filming day. I don't really even wanna bring my second camera because I just wanna be present, be able to kick it, hang out with Will, enjoy his company. That's my stepbrother. But I'll try to get some shots for you on the bay tomorrow just to sort of wrap this video up. Maybe a clip of me hauling in a big fat California halibut. We'll see. All right guys, I appreciate all you. I'll catch you tomorrow. There's our little Joe. Hi Joe. Hello. Hi. How are you? You want string cheese? I go get you guys a string cheese. Okay, hold on. I brought you some string cheese. I know Sage wants it. All right, Sage, sit. Stay. Ah. Yeah. Sage gets a little bite. Oh, okay, Zoe. You can have this one. Good girl. Yeah. All gone. It's all gone. No more.
Glassy, baby. Glassy conditions.
Oh yeah, Willie got a big bite. Drifting the herring. We'll see what this thing is. Fishing my favorite spot. Might be a halibut. Could be a halibut. Let's see. Yep, nice and methodical. You're getting a little closer. He's under the boat. Oh, big leopard shark.
Sick.
Nice fish, Willie.
Oh.
Hey, best case scenario, dude. Nice. That was your first shark, bro.
Yeah.
That was a sick leopard. That was a good fish.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That was huge.
Cool. That was like, yeah, that was like at least a 3-footer. How? I don't know. That's a good question. We're gonna figure it out. It's a good leopard. He must have grabbed your line too, or we both got bit up at the same time.
Yeah.
Could even be the same fish. There's lots of leopards in this bay though. I'll probably hand line them. Oh yeah, that's a nice leopard shark, dude. Oh.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Come on, give me your fish. Oh, snap me off. That's all right. Beautiful day. Keeling good. Wonder if that little wind turbine up there generates power. Yeah. Some Mickey Thompsons. Just docked the boat right up here with Willie, and we went in and had an epic lunch at the Island Marina Grill. Some fish and chips, taking a little tour of the bay and the marina, and we're heading home. Gotta get this water out of the boat. We're a little swampy. The Joyanne. Well, folks, that's going to wrap this one up. Will headed back down to SoCal. We had a great visit together. Got to spend some good quality time. The boat ran pretty good. I'm going to put the old spark plugs in it. The new one's bogged down under wide open throttle, under load. The old plugs just ran better, so I don't know what it is. Boat also developed a couple new leaks, so we'll have to address that in the future. Kind of just want to flex seal the whole thing, but that'll be for a future episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, or I hope you learned something new. And if you enjoyed this video, check out this other video up here as well. See you guys on my next day off. Cheers.